Are you ready for the party? We forgot our
Oh,
party hats
yeah.
again. We should have party hats.
Uh,
And those little like things. What are those things
blow
called?
the yeah, blow those whistle things. Those
Yeah,
blowers. They're called blowers, aren't
called blowers.
they? Are you a good blower?
That's it, man. You would not believe my skill at the blow. Hey there, Alex. Welcome, man. But with that being said, we have one 80 film announcement before we get into everything here. You got a bunch of stuff you're going to show, like
Yep.
Malcolm spends more money and gets his wife mad. That's a segment for these videos. But let's like dive right into the 88 films announcement. I want to know your thoughts on this one, Malcolm. And it is, you know what we have to do before we do that?
What do we have to do?
To share it. Got to actually share the screen so people can actually see what I'm showing, what I'm saying out there.
And there it is.
And what are your thoughts on this? So it's last year on China
With Jet Li.
yeah. And so
I originally had the DVD of this back in the day, and I had the Blu-ray from Asia. It was released by, I can't remember who released it, but it had a slip. My dog ate them. Ate the movie. That's how tasty it is. It's a decent movie. It's not the best Wong Fei-hung movie, but it's a lot of fun. Jet Li does drunken style kung fu in it.
oh, nice.
And it's awesome in it, but it's a very low tier version. But I know a lot of people love this movie. Last time I watched it, I think I was in my early 20s.
I don't know if I've seen this one. I'll be honest with you. So I'm iffy on the cover. I'm not gonna lie. Is that a millipede?
Yeah, because there's a whole fight with it.
Okay.
Well, human dressed up as a dragon millipede looking thing.
That's interesting. That's kind of interesting. That's the only 80 films announcement we got. So we got today. Radiant announcements coming tomorrow, like you mentioned.
Yeah, Radiance.
Excited about that.
I am, because I'm going to renew my subscription tomorrow.
Ooh, there you go.
Because they're going to tell the prices of them as well. So
that is a video possibility right there, Malcolm. If you're down,
I think we could do that.
Yeah, because we will radiate with radiance.
Yep.
There you go. Alliteration. Stanley will be proud of me.
That worked.
I wanted to talk about one, not just 80 films. I want to talk about sexy slipcovers, which we'll get into in a bit. But what I wanted to do first was we'll see how Malcolm spent money this week, and you can tell me on a scale of like 1 to 5, okay? Like how upset your spouse would be based on how much it costed. Like
all right. I can do that.
We'll have a little bit of fun with this.
All right. So the first one was Surgeon X.
That's a gorgeous
novel, right? On a scale of 1 to, did you say 10?
5. We're going to go on 5.
Right, 1 to 5. I would say a 1 on this one, because this was quite cheap. It wasn't very cheap, but it was, reasonable. This was the last one on. I think this cost. I think it cost £9. I think.
No, it is fairly cheap actually.
So that was pretty good. And it's basically about a woman who does surgeries after a post-apocalyptic virus thing, and she ends up going to her own means depending on who she wants to save and so forth. It looked good. So this one, my wife won't be upset with me at all because it only cost £5.
Oh, right on.
Right, look how thick that book is. And that is Sex, the Summer of Hard.
That's Joe Casey. Oh, is that part of the Sex series?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Casey. I like Joe Casey, so that's.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting the rest, but I wanted to read this one first. So yeah, £5. So I was happy with that. Then I picked this one up. This one was probably a 1 from the wife because, well, it was £9, and that was Too Dead to Die, a Simon Cross thriller.
It's totally not James Bond.
No, and it looked really good. So I was happy with that. This one was only a £5, and that was Human Target from 2010.
Was it the second volume?
This is the first volume, but this is from 2010.
Oh, the 2010 one, because I know you had the Tom King one as well.
No, these are not from Forbidden Planet, Alex. These are from Read Comics.
You get a lot from these comics, don't you?
I do. I've already got about £80 in credit from them because I've gone mental. As for Darth Sims come out, great shirt. Is that from Janet's garage sale? Yes, it is actually. I wore it to support, LBGT. So I thought, that's why I bought it, because I feel proud to do that. So Janet's garage sale, Janet would not get rid of this, by the way. So sadly, I had to buy my own. This one is Hell, or Hotel, but it's called Hell, Volume 1. This is a comic series I wanted for ages. All right. And there's a Volume 2. But they didn't have that in stock. This was a 1. What's this? He got a free sliming with the shirt. If only you know what they're talking about, really, you'd be like, oh boy. I tell you. The Kitchen.
I've been wanting to read that, actually.
Yeah. I enjoyed the film when it came out with Melissa McCarthy and that. And I really wanted to read this. This was only £9. So I take that as a 1 for the wife.
And by 1, by the way, I said at the beginning, like an anger level, not like how good or bad that is.
Yeah.
For people coming in late.
Anger level. Right. In Fleming's James Bond's Agent of Spectre hardback. All right. This I would probably say is a 2, because obviously being hardback is a little bit more.
Agent of Spectre. Are we doing a Nick Spencer thing here?
Because he has to go undercover because Ernest Strabo Blofeld hires him. This is what it says on the back, right? To go undercover to stop an insurgent, and James Bond's like, I can get rid of him once and for all this way, which sounds a bit crazy, to be honest. The fact that Blofeld would hire him.
Well, not if you watch the recent movies.
So have a look. Okay, we've got All-Star Batman Volume 1.
Oh, I have this.
All-Star Batman Volume 2.
I don't think I'm too or not.
And to finish it off, we've got All-Star Batman Volume 3.
Nice.
If I put them together, the wife's angle would probably be 2.5.
I like the All-Star series, actually. Scott Snyder did great with that.
It's not too bad. I got the deluxe version of Batman Volume 6. This is Tom King. This was only £20, which I thought was a real bargain.
Really good for that size, man.
And it has 15. It technically has 15 issues of Batman, a Batman Secret Files 2, and a Batman 4th Annual.
There was an omnibus, quote unquote, that Marvel released called Planet of the Apes Omnibus. I'm like, that's fantastic. But all it was the 11 issues from the Planet of the Apes color comic series. I'm sorry, 11 issues is not an omnibus. It would probably be the same size or maybe a little bit less size than that.
I agree, definitely. This has 17 issues in it technically.
Yeah,
so
that's bigger than Marvel's so-called omnibus.
On angle level, a 2. Now we get to the big books. Right?
All right,
the big books. So the first one is Swing.
Oh, nice.
Right, this is about a couple that basically want to get love back in their life, and they decide to become swingers. Right. Now, the reason that I got this, to be honest, was because it looked like something that could end up being a little bit more kind of like, oh, we found our love again, we did this, we did that.
It wasn't like, hey, my better half, why don't you read this book?
No, I have no interest in sharing my wife with anybody. So
it's like that. What's like that thing you see in like movies where like, hey, honey, let's watch this. Let's just watch this random adult film. I'm like, wow, 2 girls. That looks really sexy. What an amazing. I'm joking, man.
Well, I mean, when I was younger, yeah, but it's funny. My wife. It's funny because
that's it.
It's funny because with my wife, Donna. I shouldn't call my wife. I should just call her Donna, shouldn't I? With Donna, I don't know. I think if someone wanted to share with me, I'd probably punch them in the face.
That's a smart move.
Remender, okay, so we've got Deadly Class Book 1.
I love Rick Remender, man. I'm a huge
Look
Rick
at this.
Remender fan.
Look at that size of that. Now, this was one of the more expensive ones. I think it was like 28 quid.
That's not bad, actually, for that size.
No. So my wife's angle level on that would be 3.5, I reckon. So I'll put that down there. And then I got volume 2. Because I went, I can't get just one volume, I have to get 2 volumes. And that was around the same price, so I'll give it the same rating. So, you know, there's 4 volumes altogether. I'm hoping Read Comics gets the 4th one back in so I can order the other 2, you know, if I get into it a lot.
Well, that's it. She's going to be extremely mad for getting things like Berserk.
And I got a Black Hammer Volume 1, the library edition.
I'm actually be interested to hear your thoughts on that one. I actually really like that game.
Because I asked you about it and you said, yeah, it's not too bad, you know. You said it was pretty good.
Like, I don't think you can go wrong with Jeff Lemire. I especially like Hammer. The hardback, that one's not easy to get now, too. That's you usually find it in softcover.
And I got volume 2.
I love that.
So I was really happy with that. If I put them both together, the wife's angry level would be 5.
That's a library edition, though. Like, so
they're both library editions, yeah.
Yeah, and those
the library edition volume 3 for that isn't out yet.
Kind of in a print.
So it's coming back in print at some point. I need to get a world of Black Hammer, but obviously I need to read them first to see if I like them, don't I?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, that's all the graphic novels I got today. I did get other books, but I can't show them on stream because I'm going to be honest, they were a hentai manga.
Save that for Patreon. We need even that.
Yeah, save that for Patreon. But I will say, I read the first one today. You know, Twin Milfs, and that was really fun. So
did you? Was it what you thought it was going to be?
I'll be honest. I thought there'd be a little bit more story to it, but then that's what happens when you're a little bit naive on it. But I did enjoy Cat. What's it called? Cat in a Hot Girl's Dorm. Where basically they end up making these cat toys and they end up playing with them. So that was kind of fun.
Are you serious? That's like one of the...
Yeah, that's one of them. So I was quite excited by that because I thought that was quite funny.
There's a lot. What I love about the fact of the stuff that you're picking up is you're not just like, okay, here, this is Marvel, this is DC, this is what I'm grabbing. Like you're taking some chances on some very like different stuff, some indie stuff.
Oh yeah.
And whenever I see somebody do that, like it makes me super happy. You know,
because it's true. Because when you're just like Marvel or DC, it's kind of generic in a way.
Well, that's the thing. Like you don't go outside that box, and not like all good if you're a Marvel fan or a DC fan, and that's your.
Oh, it's good, but you shouldn't be obviously obsessed with just one because there's so many great ones out there.
Had to make sure. Okay, so here's a peek, by the way. I think my dad's here too.
Thanks,
for next week's play-by-cover challenge.
Ooh.
So I can actually show. This will be part. It's going to make it hard for you because I know you have like an affinity to this person. So.
Oh, moly.
70s might be better represented next time.
Oh.
For those who don't know what it is.
She should have done Nancy Drew in the Node.
We do a Patreon video, and we've done it like we did one last week, and we're doing one next week where we do play-by-cover challenges where I make them decide from different covers, and we decide what's the sexiest decade. And I'm going to do a video like later on, a short video, basically giving the results from the last play-by-cover challenge. Oh, yeah, Dark City's picked up some good stuff. Chronicles of Conan, Savage Avengers, and the What If series. I saw somebody online. This got me really excited and bummed at the same time. And I was like, another time I would have talked to my mom and said, can you grab this for me? In St. John's, that had the omnibus for Conan by Kurt Busiek.
Oh.
For $40.
Oh.
I'm like, that is insanely good.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I do my walking for the medals and that.
We got announcements.
Right, I couldn't get one. Right, so I sent it to Darth Sidious instead. So, because I could do the challenge.
So, by the way, there there has been an announcement. I want to make sure it's showing up here. I think it was announced 15 minutes ago.
What announcement?
From Screen Factory. Can
Oh,
you see it?
it was the Alex. It was the Dolphin Medal. It's on Pacer. It's under, I think, Oceanic one under the collection. And for some reason, they wouldn't let me ship it over here anymore because they said they had no more left for the UK, which makes no sense since they get shipped from America anyway. But you know, so Darth Sidious has officially become my American PO box.
There you go. I'm bringing it up here because I really want to show this one on the channel. It's a movie that I actually really, really dug.
All right. You'd think so, but no. Because they run out of them. They've only got a certain amount of stock in. So now what it means is when there's sales, I have to basically... My favourite medal so far, I've got 24 at the minute. And that's just in a month. So what was it? What would it be? My favourite one? Probably... is it Kyoto? I think it's Kyoto. That's one of my favourites so far.
All right. And I am, while you're doing that, I'm actually bringing these up here.
All right.
I want your thoughts.
So Silver Bullet, eh?
Yep, Silver Bullet, which is a favorite. As you guys know, I'm a massive Werewolf fan. When you mentioned Conan book in a previous stream, I had to read it. Oh, God, Conan, it is so good when you go back to it and read it. I forgot how good it was until I started rereading them. Like, people will say, like, Darth Sidious, like, basically that the Roy Thomas era is kind of like the best era and it kind of peters off after that. But I've read some of the later stuff, and there's some amazing stuff done by, especially by Bruce Jones, Michael Fleischer.
Well, Jason Aaron did one as well, didn't
he? Yeah, like he did. Well, he did a modern series for it.
But
I mean, like for what, like when it comes to the early Conan stuff, people say, well, read the Roy Thomas stuff. Then you don't have to read the other stuff, Savage Sword or that. But I disagree. I think there's a lot of like gems, like kind of in between there. That ant one that I told you about. So Silver Bullet, your thoughts, man?
Well, I think it's good, but it's getting a 4K. To be honest, anything that's Stephen King related should be in 4K, if you ask me, because they're all, for the most part, really good films.
I bypassed the Blu-ray this one, so I'm glad I did right now. So I do want the 4K this. I love this cover. I was iffy. I think I bypassed it because it was iffy on the cover at the time, and it was coming from two different companies. I think Screen Factory and Umbrella put it at the same time. I was like, which one do I get? So I'll get this one because I'm a massive Werewolf fan. Dad, if you're there.
Yeah, you there, Dad?
Yeah, you should. This is one for you. You're talking about movies.
Yeah, this will be a good 4K for you. Remember, you can't trust an Englishman on that.
But I'm excited about this. But it's not the only one. Another, and I guess these are re-releases too. Like I'm as excited as I am about this. I'm still more excited about Hell's Highway because I don't have it at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Tales from the Dark Side, which is one of my favorite anthologies.
I love this film. I love the whole Gargoyle storyline.
Oh my God, that is because that storyline. It's based basically on the that classic that Asian tale basically, and it is so. This is such a great movie, and it's probably one of the most underrated portmanteau films out there. From one of the most underrated shows out there.
When does it come out?
It comes out for that one. I think those are October releases. Let's see if I can actually find a.
Hey, Spawn, you got the you just got one in Berserk. Nice.
Oh, it's November. It's November release, November 28th. I got to open up my chat. I'm missing stuff, guys.
Does it come with a poster? Yeah, it
Yes,
does.
it does. And look at that freaking poster, man. Does that not tempt you?
Well, now I've got an American PO box. I can do it.
Yeah. Because that's an amazing poster. Volume 1 of Berserk. Berserk is amazing, by the way. I need to collect Berserk. Well, I'm guessing this will have the features, probably same features. If you don't have the Blu-ray, by the way, the features on Tales from the Dark Side were insanely great. Because this one I do have on DVD, but on Blu-ray. But that being said, with this cover,
yeah,
I might have to upgrade.
I'll be honest. I'll probably wait a while. Not because I don't want it, but because
this is a favorite. Like I have the series over there too. Tales from the Dark Side, by the way. The episode Lucy is one of my favorites. Tom Savini did great work with Lucy.
Did
you remember like the creature like in that one?
Yeah, I remember.
So both like creepy and cute at the same time.
Yeah, it's, really, which makes it more scary in a way.
Oh, it does, like 100%. So for those that like Silver Bullet stars Megan Follows. It was a very famous Canadian actress, especially back in my day. She is probably, she's going to be linked with Anna Green Gables forever because for a generation of people, for a couple generations of people, Megan Follows, she's Anne Shirley. But she stars in this. She's like her and Corey Haim. But she's the big sister, the one that I was watching it for.
I'd be really surprised if people watching this stream don't know what this film is.
I mean, like, you should. Like, you should know Megan Follows this time. I'm just going to put that out there right now. She's... Yes. Two other...
It's a shame you can't get the poster.
Yeah, I noticed. No, well, you can. I mean, like, Sam, I can't get the poster, man. Yeah.
No, I meant you, because you like it so much.
I know. Like, I would 100% get this with the poster. I would have the poster because it's a roll poster. I would have this put up. With both of these films, I would love to have with the poster. But like, I grew up with Silver Bullet. I remember watching this as a kid. This came out when I was a teenager. I love.
When did it come out? When did it come out? In the 60s?
86, I think. 86. 88. I think it's 86. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. 85. I was off by a year. Those 80s like kind of zoomed in one for me.
Yeah.
I actually have to like send a little message off to my kids when I'm here because my oldest daughter is a massive fan of Tales from the Dark Side. Like she is the biggest Tales from the Dark Side fan you're gonna find.
Oh, that's crazy.
She's recently started rewatching Monsters, and she's iffy.
I can see that a little bit. Why?
But this one is gonna like Monsters can be uneven, but I liked it.
Are you enjoying Berserk, Spawn?
Yeah, that's because that is a really good. Unfortunately, the guy that created it has sadly passed on recently. Last year, actually.
Yeah, I think so. I recently picked up a whole load of volumes of on manga, obviously, of Fist of the North Star. So I need to get into them, but I haven't got to them yet. I want that Akira box there.
The Akira box set is insane.
You know the one with the the one with the big manga books in.
That's a big one though. That's expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, I want it, but I just don't want to buy it from Amazon because I know they'll destroy it.
That's a level 10 on the.
That is well, they'll probably be a level 15.
Like one of those, like when they get the Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Well, you tell Donna, and she's like, come high.
So she probably chase after me with a sword.
Wait, there's many ways to take that. I am I'm so stoked that Darth Sidious is rereading like the Conan stuff.
And you've
Because
inspired him.
that's it. Hopefully I inspire in the good way. These are things that we want to that we want to talk about.
You know, I talk to Darth Sidious, you know, off stream. We text each other, and I tell you, the compliments he gives to you.
Oh,
He says, you know what, Aaron knows it. He's got that special connection with the crowd. You know, watching.
we get a
Yeah.
nice crowd. I'm lucky. I'm very, very lucky. I'm very blessed to have like a crowd of people come in that are
And very respectful.
quite far and large. Yeah, and very, and it's nice in the way that I like I like it to be more interactive because I've seen so many like streams when you get like a lot of bigger streams or stuff like that
Yeah, they just
where
ignore people, don't they?
yeah, the conversation goes, and if there's not a money thing attached to it,
Yeah.
the messages don't come up.
To me,
So
that's
I
a bit.
made it a thing for like I'm not going to be that person. Like if I get donations, super stickers, yeah, that's going to come up on screen. It's deserved, but that's not going to be the only thing that comes up on my screen.
Yeah.
I want to have fun with this. I want to have like literally a movie club, kind of just where people.
You want people to give money because they want to, because they feel like, oh, it'd be a nice thing to do, not because they feel like they want to do that because the way they talk to you.
Exactly, because then it seems like that's the only, okay, I'm going to show this because of that.
Yeah.
That being said, I wanted to go back into thing. Did you pick up any? Or you've got more of the Conan coming, right? Or you got?
The recent Conan I got was King Conan.
Okay, sadly, because they lost the rights right after the announced King Conan, Volume 2 can't come from them. Hopefully, Titan Books will eventually put it out.
That would be good.
But the King Conan, because it's a decent series. I liked it.
How long did it go on for?
Now you used to be able to get them back in the day from Dark Horse. They were like kind of smaller chronicles called the King Conan Chronicles. They had like color chronicles. They were like color, but they were slightly smaller. Actually, let me show you what I got with what Dark Horse used to do, because I've got some what is called the Conan phone books, and I'll show you my previous stream. But I'll grab that. And I have a question for you. You can answer it with the crowd here as well while I'm gone. What are some of your favorite sexy slipcovers?
Oh,
there you go. I got sexy slipcovers in there, so I had to ask that.
Oh. Sexy slipcovers. It's hard for me when I'm not looking at the actual cases. So trying to think. Yes, you've inspired me and Mel. We spent an entire mortgage payment on graphic novels this month alone. Sexy slipcovers. Let's have a look.
Are you like still thinking up the answer to that question?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. Because my movie collection's not right here, I can't.
Not like me, where I just kind of run over there, right? So
exactly.
Initially, mortgage payments. If you wanted to buy Conan, you had to go through Dark Horse, and it was like this. So there were these books. So these are the Savage Sword Conan phone books.
Oh, nice.
They're definitely I got that working here, but the quality was good. It wasn't great, but it was the best you could get. So it was amazing to see like we had to pick up stuff with like this here.
I like the covers.
Covers are really nice. Look at this. This is my favorite of the covers, by the way,
That's
because
good.
I like the gore. But there's a massive difference, Malcolm, when you go from that to something like this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And just you'll open up the book just to give you an idea. Like we got the color covers.
Look at the
each
coloring.
issue.
The coloring's amazing.
You got like even in the black and white aspect of it, we look at the work on if I can open it up on this right here. Like the remaster is absolutely stunning. This is volume 6, by the way. So this is so-called After. And you have this one, right? This is the one that you have.
Yeah, I have that. I just have the variant cover.
And the variant cover is really nice, actually, really good because it's got the and the neat thing is this one has Conan the Barbarian, like the movie, like animated, like the that was
which is really cool.
And if you get like volume 6 and volume 5 too, that's around the time the movie was coming out. So they do all the articles as well in there, so you can read the stories, and afterwards they'll have articles talking about the film and the film coming out and the casting and all this type of stuff. Really funny stuff. Yeah, so a lot of the Savage Tales stuff is like because that's where like a lot of it started. If we're talking about the original Savage Tales magazine, that's where we first came into it. So the very first issue, like very first canvas of Conan covers Savage Tales, I think, and I think that they covered the other Savage Tales issues, thing he's done, because I don't think he did a lot in Savage Tales. He just went right into to Savage Sword after the Savage Tales. But I'm a massive Conan guys.
I pre-ordered the Red Sonja Conan omnibus,
which is amazing.
Which is coming out, which has Red Sonja's Marvel Adventures in it.
Who is that? Titan putting that out?
I think it's Dynamite.
So Dynamite could put out the Red Sonja and Conan stuff. That's actually kind of cool.
Let me have a look.
Because I know Dynamite has the rights to Red Sonja. That's the reason that Marvel couldn't reprint the Red Sonja back issues.
Red Sonja omnibus.
I've had beef with Dynamite because of it.
Yeah, Adventures of Red Sonja omnibus, and it says Dynamite.
Because there is I'm going to bring it up here because I want to.
Collecting the Red Sonja Tales from Marvel Feature 1 to 7, Red Sonja 1 to 15, and a collection of issues from Savage Sword of Conan.
My only issue with some of their stuff is, do you consider it an omnibus? Hopefully the newest one is.
Well, this has technically this has 7 comics there. 15, so that's 22, and then it has a collection of other issues from the original Savage Sword, so it's got more than 11 in it.
No, but I mean though, I'm talking about the oversized aspect of it as well, like kind of what I'm going. Because have you seen any of the earlier, like the soft cover, like Dynamites? They're the size of regular trade paperback.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
Except they're called they call them omnibuses.
Yeah.
I love this cover though. Look at that.
It was actually cheap on Amazon. It was on Read Comics.
132, actually. Yeah, that's surprising. Because that's. I want to know
how many pages it is there.
648 pages for them. So that's a nice size omnibus. Like some of the Conan ones by the way, tend to be kind of sometimes on the shorter side. I think it's volume 5 of Conan the Barbarian. That's the longest one, which is over 1,000 pages.
I'll be honest, I prefer them when they're in the 600-700 range because it just feels easier opening them.
It can be definitely for sure. I do like to have some of the whammies. Like if you ever seen like War of the Realms, for instance, when that one came out, that was around 1,500 pages. So that was that's massive when it comes to that type of stuff. And since we're here, let's see if I can do. I'm going to try something here. And if I can do it, then I'll do it. If I can't, then I won't be able to. So I won't say anything until I actually do. I'm not sure if I have the app on this computer.
For those, Robert, we just talked about that.
Fun. I don't. Let me just see if I can get it. Extensions.
We talked about 10 minutes ago.
was this not there? We mean there's no search found.
Oh,
It's from Chrome. I'm trying to think which is the one that didn't. I thought it was Chrome. Let me just see. I'm going to put us back on screen for a second. We'll actually look for something.
sure.
Because there's a thing that I kind of wanted to talk to people about, and I think it's a good way for people to look at the stuff. Whether you collect movies, Kun and Sona hentai, that would be one hell of a seller.
I'll be honest with you. I love the Red Sonja sexy variant covers that you get on the releases. The ones, not the ones with real women, because the real women never match Red Sonja, but when they're like the painted art style, I absolutely adore them. I tell you, so I agree. A Conan Red Sonja hentai would be phenomenal. I would definitely buy that day one.
That would be like oh yeah, that would. I remember being like a big Dragon Ball Z fan, stuff like that. And I can't say too much because we're still, it's on, we're on a regular stream. But there was the, and you guys are not going to attack, like the Legend of the Seven.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't go any further.
I like the Boruto hentai.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And you had 2 comics, sadly.
But let me see if I got this.
Wow, William said his electrical outage in my house due to the electronic company. Many people reported it, they're working on it, but at least I can use my 5G to see YouTube, but you can't see your TV.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to do this now. I hope we're going to do this. I will apologize ahead of time if it doesn't work, but I have to see if I can get to work. So I'm going to remove this one for a second. I'm going to put in, oh, there we go. Share screen. Oh, look, all the magic of this, right?
Yep, the magic is there.
The magic. What did you miss? Me messing around with some stuff. Okay. So here we go. This is what I recommend. I recommend it to Malcolm. I recommend anybody that looks at this type of stuff. If you go to Chrome, if you use Chrome as one of the ways that you do this stuff, there is an extension on Chrome, and it's called Keepa. So I'm going to actually put it right there in the comment section, like the name of it, so you get the right spelling of it, and it will follow the prices. It'll chart the prices of anything you go on Amazon, like books, movies, and that type of thing. So this is the Hitman Omnibus. Omnibus. It's the Hitman Omnibus, not an omnibus. It's an omnibus, guys. But as you can see right here, when this was initially announced, there was a bit of a glitch there, and it was announced for $53. And as Malcolm knows, I was on the glitch right away, and I bought it. Yep. And so far they've honored it. So now that's gone up to 163. Like every once in a while, Amazon have a glitch that they'll honor.
Same HMV don't do that.
That's the thing. But like I always recommend, like it doesn't matter what it could be, like a movie. Let's go into like I don't know, we'll go to 4K for instance, just for fun. Books though, 4K, just all 4K, all departments, and just make it a liar of me right now. I just go to it and they'll be like, "Oh no, you lied, man. What's going on here?" Okay, here it is, like Columbia Picture Classics Volume 3. Amazing, right?
Oh no, what's that?
$140 right here. Yeah, it was up to, which was actually on sale. And now it's like gone down to $66. And it'll tell you like right there if it's from somebody else, if it's from Amazon, if it's from a third-party seller. You can look through different ones just to check on the different pricing of it. I use it all the time. It's probably one of those things, one of those key things, because it lets me know, like a lot of times, like where I kind of follow the omnibus stuff, when something's going to go on sale.
Yeah.
Because
that's what you want.
follow trends. Like basically, okay, this has been on sale for a bit. This has been up for a bit. It's around time for it to drop. I better keep an eye on it over the next couple of days, just to be sure.
Good
So
idea.
if you got movies you like, you got got other things that you like, just make sure that you're checking on that to and that is nice. This is volume 3. This is a sexy volume. I keep telling my dad he has to get this one down the road.
It
Uh,
does.
because
I've
look
got
at
that
it.
volume. It's got some of the better movies in it.
And the features are insane. I couldn't believe it, Malcolm. When I looked at the features. And you got like sequel films
Yep.
and you got like a 1932 version of Annie on there. You got the
Yep.
To Serve with Love, the TV movie part 2. You got a whole like From Here to Eternity like miniseries on here as well. I'm like, this is insane. And you also have As Good as It Gets, which is an okay film.
Yep.
But I wouldn't
It says good. Good. It says good souls to manage spending.
It is that it really is like that, and I do go through it a lot. Like I found it initially because I started watching like comic Anonymous videos, and so and I watched Near Mint Condition, but there's one guy that used to do well. It's just and he still does it. He maybe actually I'm sad to say he said he might be taking some time off. It's a guy called Mad Dog Comics. He's a young guy from the UK,
Oh,
but he
that
did
guy. The guy does the streams, right?
yeah, like so he did and he used to do these whale watch ones. It didn't start out as streams. Initially were just videos that he did, but then it became streams. And he used to use this thing and like to track. And kept getting asked, so what are you using? And he said, oh, well, I'm using the Keepa extension. So I'm like, I'm 100% using that. And he said, no, this is a great way to find it, like when stuff's going on sale. And I immediately added it to my Chrome browser. And I've been using it ever since. But sadly, it just feels like he's not like getting, I guess, the views or whatever. If you like omnibus stuff and you like comic stuff, check him out.
I watched part
Because
of his video where he was talking about how you could miss out on the Batmans from Grant Morrison.
yeah, like
He
really
felt they could be going out.
he's excited. He gets excited, and you can tell people that just do it and tell people that are passionate about doing it. But I think he's hit that wall where he feels like this is not growing.
Yeah.
And and I think he's stepping away for a bit, which is sad.
I think we all get to that point at some point.
I've been there. I mean, like here, I'll be honest with you guys. Like my channel has not grown in the last so while in the way that I would have liked to have grown. If I was doing this based on like, okay, what's the growth of the channel? I would have shut down about a couple years ago. But I just like hanging with you guys so much. That's what it comes down to.
Joe.
I have fun with it.
That's the
Did
case.
you think of your sexy slipcover answer? I don't know if I got
My
this.
sexy slipcovers would probably be Public Affairs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're going for sexy then.
Right, and if I go with one of the other ones, the Star of David, that the one from Synapse.
Yeah.
And if I went with a normal cover, it would probably be Flashdance.
Oh, that is still kind of sexy. When I was saying like which like kind of stood out, like is like kind of like, oh, this is a really nice cover. This is something I have to buy this because it was every titles where you're like, okay, this slipcover is so good for me. Pale Blood, not my favorite movie. It's a fun film, but the
we're talking about normal films. I thought we were talking about ones that got up pants tight.
Well, in a way, it still does, but in a different way, it does. I mean, like Pale Blood just had like a cover that was so intriguing and attractive, like in a way, that I had to have it.
I can't believe I forgot this title. One that gets my pants tight, Carrie. That when the cover where she got the blood all over her. Oh.
Is that the Scream Factory cover that you're talking about? Or no?
Yeah, I think so. It was. I spent many lonely nights with that cover when I was a kid.
Oh, when you were a kid. Okay, well, this is what beef. That is pre-Scream Factory. Scream Factory. You're not. Was Scream Factory around when you were a kid, man?
Yeah. Scream Factory was. I think Scream Factory came out when I was like in my 20s. I don't really remember, to be honest. How old is Scream Factory? Let's have a look. Scream Factory is 2008.
See, to me,
So yeah, I'd have been 20.
I remember, Malcolm, when Scream Factory was announced. I remember going to Best Buy and and it wasn't on the new release shelf, by the way. And even though it had just come out, it was
Yeah.
in the regular shelving. And that's when Best Buy used to have a lot of movies.
Oh
And
yeah, back in the glory
Halloween 2
days.
and 3 just randomly shoved in with the rest of the films. I'm like, are you serious? So I grabbed them, went up to the counter right away, didn't even blink, bought them. Knew I wanted the first 2 Scream Factory releases. I still have my collection. And for a while, I was collecting like everything that came at Scream Factory. Roseanne for season 5. Well, there you go. I don't know. I mean, like, I would like to do a video sometime. What are you laughing at, dude?
Oh,
Do
just
you
because
know?
I looked out to see if it was Steinman.
Did you really look it up to see? Did you
Yeah.
actually think Roseanne's was going to have steamy color?
I just wanted to know. I just like, well, you're about to turn 45. Well, in January, I'm turning 36.
And in March, I'm turning 25.
In March, you turn 84, right?
Oh, 53. I can't believe it.
That's
50.
not too bad. That's not too bad of age, is it?
It's surprising. I mean, like when a 20-year-old Aaron would be like, my God, that's ancient. I'll be dead before I'm 40.
It's funny, because I said to my wife, I said, when I was a kid, people were like in their 50s and 60s. They seem like 80, 90-year-olds now, right?
Yeah.
But when now I'm older, people in that age group still seem so young and vibrant, unless they've got a serious health condition.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it comes basically down to the idea of like things have changed, like what we know has changed, eating habits, just what people do has changed, and people we hang on to our youth as much as we can.
Yeah.
Hold on to 16 as long as you can.
Well, the good thing with me is once I shave my beard, I look like I'm 20 again. So
once I shave my beard, I have no chin, so that doesn't work.
I tell you, William, you talk about grey beard. I've had this grey beard for like 5 years, and people think I'm a grandpa.
That's the thing. Like when I was younger, I had my beard growing out, right? And it was like my youngest daughter's birthday, and I normally get like hit for being younger than I am, but at this birthday party, so little kids, right?
Yeah.
And I came in, and I hadn't shaved in a bit, so I had like this big beard. I had this Mick Foley beard. For those who know wrestling, no, you don't have no wrestling, no Mick Foley's, but the thing is, so it was a Mick Foley type beard, and like the little kid was like, "Is that your grandfather?" I felt so old, Malcolm. I felt so old.
Well, try having a wife who's older than you and people asking you if she's your daughter.
Well, that's a compliment to the wife, though.
Yeah, comment to my wife, but not to. I was at my dad when he was 50 odd, and I was like 16. I think I was 16, and someone said, "Where's your older brother?" Right, to my dad.
Admiral Picard. So I show. Make it so. Speaking of which, did you watch Star Trek: The New Strange New World yet?
No.
It's really freaking good.
You finished it?
No, I'm finished it yet. I'm up to the musical episode, which I stopped at because I really love musical episodes of shows, and I'm like, I want to savor this. And it comes from back in my childhood, right? Because I used to watch a show called Moonlighting with Bruce Willis and Syl Shepherd.
Yeah. And
he had this Shakespeare musical episode, and it is like one of the best friggin' episodes ever. I just loved it, and he's singing like he's doing Bruce Willis singing stuff, which was good. It's just, and because of that, I was like, why isn't there more musical episodes? And nowadays, you get them all the time on shows.
It's so crazy because that show over here is out of print, and somebody I watched picked up for £5 a complete series.
Are you serious?
And sold it for 140 quid.
Why did he sell it? Like,
because he wanted the money. Because these people don't care about that. They don't care about the actual work. They want the money. That's why I don't. That's why I have a little bit of a problem with reselling a little bit. I really feel like it's hit the market and hurts people from possibly getting stuff.
I mean, for me, I mean, like it's. I get it. I understand like the resale and stuff like that. And I can't like begrudge somebody like once, but it depends on how you resell. If you're somebody that's like buying something for like five and reselling it for like an immense of amount, and you're doing this on a regular basis for stuff, then you people that are actually collectors want to buy something and get something have less of a chance of getting it. I'll give you an example right now. Hold on, I've shown this before.
All right. I make jokes about my age. People ask, what do I want for my birthday? I say a walker. William, is that why? Is that just a normal walker or one with a seat with a bag underneath? That's the question.
This baby here is massively out of print.
Yes.
It is the Time Life, like 6 Minute Automan series.
Dave Austin.
And I bought that.
Rebuilding.
I had all the. It had already come out, by the way, on DVD recently at the point that I got this, and I had all the issues, all the ones, the new ones of it. But I really wanted this set, so I bought this set here, not to resell, for me, and then I gave my copies of my new copies to my cousin, so that he could have copies of 6 Minute.
What was his name, Barry?
No, his name is Raj. But yeah, man, I absolutely adore this stuff. Look at this, man. Look how great these are.
They're lovely, isn't they? It's they've got the Blu-rays out now.
I know. I'll eventually pick those up as well because I'm a massive fan of 6 Minute Man. But this is all the movies. I mean, like we got the yeah, the totally different 6 Minute Man movie. The one with Sandra Bullock on it, which I remember watching when I was a kid.
Have you got the Bionic Woman as well?
Yeah, I don't have like the time. I don't think Time Life put out a series of that one, but I do have it. Let me see this right there. Yeah, I got Bionic Woman and Wonder Woman. I got all 3 seasons of Bionic Woman. It's lying last. I got Wonder Woman. From looking over there, I'll tell you some stuff. Here's some stuff. Here's some stuff that I watched. I've got the complete Get Smart series. Murder, She Wrote, probably one of my most watched shows of all time. Diagnosis Murder. The Saint. All the Star Trek shows, like the original shows, like the original series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine,
the animated series,
Voyager, animated series. Because that's for me, that's probably the original series. And Babylon 5, because I think that was just an amazing show, including Crusade.
Farscape, Andromeda.
Farscape. My better half, that's her favorite. That's her show. Like Farscape is her show. Oh my God. She like that is hers above Farscape's episode. And I kid you, Looney Tunes episode. What an amazing freaking piece of TV. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
That is so fucking good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we got Farscape here, even though like Shout Factory's putting out a new edition of Farscape, I think. Like
yeah, they are. What about Andromeda?
Andromeda, Kevin Sorbo. No. I don't. I did like some of them.
What about Lex?
Lex I don't have yet, but I love Lex. I have some Lex. I don't have all of it. It's one like sci-fi show that had like Newfoundland like as some kind of country place in it. I got Miami Vice, and this is just stuff that I can see, by the way, guys. Complete Smallville, because I love myself. Love me some Smallville. Monty Python's Flying Circus. Matlock, Keeping Up Appearances, Mission Impossible original series. Wild Wild West, I Dream of Jeannie. Married with Children, Blake 7, because I love me some Blake 7. Freaks and Geeks, Hotel, Boris Karloff's Thriller. I watch a lot of TV stuff. I spent 1 year where I stopped collecting actual movies, and I started collecting TV movies.
Well, I got a couple of TV stuff recently. The Forgotten series 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I also picked up, what was the other one? There's 2 series of that as well. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was 4 series. It was Above Suspicion.
Who's in that one again?
The guy who played Julius Caesar in Rome.
Because I think do I have some of that here?
You might have, because it was an ITV show.
Yeah, more than likely. I had a friend of mine when I was working in St. John's was getting rid of most of his physical media, and rather than go out and sell it or put it on eBay or Kijiji or whatever or Facebook Marketplace, what he did, and he did this every day for around 2 weeks. He came in, said, "Hey, by the way, guys, I'm bringing in some movies, and some TV shows and all that type of stuff. You want them? Come grab what you want.
Yeah,
No charge." So I got stuff there. I got some more from Black there because I'm a massive Orphan Black from him. I got the complete CSI New York from him.
Oh, nice.
The complete series, and which is
for free,
which is my favorite of the CSI shows, because I'm a massive fan of the other one. But there's so much good stuff. Farscape. Oh, there, Darth Sidious. My better half's gonna like you. It's easily one of my favorite shows of all time. Such a good show, and the cool part with that.
Thanks for joining us, Darth Sidious.
Oh, have a wonderful day there, man. I won't keep this one too long. I just want to, because there wasn't a lot of announcements. I just wanted to be able to chat and talk about some stuff. One thing I will do this right now. Maybe Darth Sidious will still see this before he goes. Neil Adams, Conan, right there behind me.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, if it is on Blu-ray,
who put that one out? Who put out Evil Within?
I just know I've seen the Blu-ray. Maybe I saw an announcement for it ages ago, but I remember seeing a Blu-ray for it.
That's the killer part of stuff like that. Oh, and The Fugitive. We got The Fugitive. Which was
the original.
Oh, yeah. Because that's the good one. Not the Tim Daly one.
What about The Untouchables?
No, I actually don't. That's one I really need to get. And both versions of that I want, because the 80s, 90s series, 90s.
Oh, the one with William Forsythe.
What a good, that 2-part episode about the child killer.
Yeah.
Remember that one? Where basically they have to work together for once.
Yeah.
Because it's okay. They're both dads, and there's a killer going around, the serial killer going around killing children.
It's a great episode.
Fantastic, amazing 2-parter, and just shows what range William Forsythe has. What a great actor.
Yeah, it's so underrated.
Called Relentless. You remember the Relentless films? First one had Judd Nelson in it. Relentless.
Oh yeah.
So there's around 4 of them altogether, and I think first it was Robert Davi in the first one, and then the other guy kind of took over, because that was his sidekick in the first one, was the main star in part 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And they were straight video type films, but they're really good. But the William Forsythe one is the best one out of all of them. Even better than the Judd Nelson one. The William Forsythe one's there's some nice stuff in that. And that's saying something, because I'm a massive Judd Nelson fan.
Yeah. I like Judd Nelson. The shame he kind of fell out the light.
I know. I mean, I don't think there was a scandal or anything with Judd Nelson, as far as I know.
No.
It was just...
he just ended up just not getting the roles.
No, that's the thing. And he was the cool guy. For me, he was the brat packer that was cool. And that had a bit more talent when it came to some of the acting. He had range.
Wow.
He went from playing the yuppie to playing the really kind of out of the box, like he does in kind of the thug, right?
Yeah.
And Breakfast Club.
Hold on a minute. Hold them out there. Shut the windows.
Are there? Viggo Mortensen basically took out Judd Nelson's roles. Damn you, Mortensen! I'm not sure. Could you see Could you see Judd Nelson in that in that Texas Chainsaw movie that Viggo Mortensen was in? I don't. Maybe Judd Nelson could be in the one that Matthew McConaughey was in. I could see him do that.
That'd have been awesome.
Now I want to see Judd Nelson in a Texas Chainsaw movie, guys.
That'd be awesome, especially if he wore the leather face mask.
Oh no, I want him as like what? I want him as like the Hitcher type character. I want because
Oh, that'd be great.
there's always these like
Well,
that
imagine if he did.
that was missing from the remakes, right? Like
Mm.
so, I know there's like quote unquote kind of a Hitcher character in the somebody that escapes that has a gun. I don't know where the hell she put it at, but she has a gun that she comes out and she blows her brains out with it, like that thing.
Oh dear.
No, it's Texas Chainsaw, so I think we're safe with that one. But it's I don't know. Like I know a lot of people love that movie, love like Texas Chainsaw, like the remake. But
Yeah,
for me,
I like it. I like the bit where he's wearing the face.
you got to admit, like I do have that face belt. I have that mask of the face. I'll bring it, like it's from the farm. Sometime I'll bring it out.
Yeah.
Farm, I'll bring it in sometime. It disturbs my better half because it's real. It was a friend of mine gave it to me, and he had it commissioned, and he commissions a lot of masks, so he has like the Hills Run Red mask and all that too. But the thing is that in the movie, I think it looks a little hilarious.
I mean, it looks great in the movie. It's right. It looks terrifying.
I think that, and here's my problem with that movie, and because I don't, it's not the actors, even though I know that the actor that played Leatherface is supposedly really not a nice guy to people in conventions and stuff. He's been a real jerk. If you want to see what it looks like outside the mask, watch Batman Returns because he's the son in Batman Returns of Chris Walken's character. But the movie depends on the one thing that a lot of horror movies get accused of, and this is what bothers me: that the movie can't happen unless you make the most brain stupid decisions at every turn.
Yes, like in the Netflix show.
Yeah, like it's like at every turn. I mean, like, hey, somebody blew their brains out. Why don't we, call the police? That's the right thing to do. Wait in a secluded area for a long period of time for somebody to randomly show by. No, you don't do that. Throw away the keys to your van. No, you don't do that. Like everything to do depends on them making the
Well, a prime example was yesterday with EastEnders, right?
Yeah.
Somebody got attacked and they were threatened by a stalker, right? Hold on.
Yeah.
So they finally got them outside. Thank you. They finally got them outside. They don't call the police. They call an ambulance, right, for the person to, what do you call it? They don't talk to the police. And then the person's back in the house again. Why didn't you call the police first? It takes a minute.
But it's like, and the Scream, 1996. Like where basically she says she doesn't like horror movies because there's always some big breasted girl running upstairs when she should be running at the door. And 10 seconds later in the film, she's running upstairs. Yeah, which is perfect because in a lot of cases, here's the thing: nobody says in a horror movie, like, "Well, I'm in a horror movie. I guess I should do this." They're like, "Okay," like because here's the thing: in a horror film, I'm probably getting killed first because the reality is I am the guy that like, oh wait, there's a strange noise. I guess I'll go check that out. And my better half, like she always like says like,
you're the type of guy I'd imagine. I think it's in Friday the 13th, the guy that's always high, right? The guy's like, man, that's the type of guy I imagine you would be. Gets his arm cut off.
Not actually. when I was in high school, the comical part was I was not like that was not my thing. I was like wasn't my bag. But I guess I seemed chill. I guess I put off a chill vibe because I met a friend of mine a year after I finished from high school, and he said, well, you know what I really liked about you? He said you just didn't like care about like clicks and stuff like that. You were a stoner and you kind of did just did your thing. And I'm thinking, I wasn't a stoner. I said, I sorry to disappoint you, but that wasn't. It wasn't. He said, you were like the chillest person. I said, I guess
I have get reading. I have get reading the 13th comic book, right? And in it,
actually.
And in it, right, there's like so much difference to the actual movie. It's not in the killing part.
Yeah.
But it's way ahead of its time when it comes to things like LGBT and stuff, because there's a whole relationship in it, a proper one.
Yeah.
They get killed, but it was just nice to see.
Back then, I think I would have been the nerd. Like I would consider me the nerd. Like, oh, look at that! Look,
Oh, the goofy one who keeps pouring drugs on people pretending to be dead.
Yeah, I'll be. Oh, from part two, right? There's like, hey, is there an after party? And he lives because he goes to an after party. Here, we got literally we have an after party right here, guys. See,
Yep.
I could be saving you from a serial killer right now
Okay.
because you could be going out somewhere getting killed by a Jason, but instead you've gone to the after party.
Yep.
Just
Come
like
to
in
the
Friday
after
13th
party.
part two, he lived. He lived because he went to the after party.
And that's what you did.
You're
And because you're all still virgins, you won't get killed.
what
What I mean is, I don't mean as in like never. You know, I'm talking about today. Like if you take the whole story into consideration, not like.
I was trying to wonder. I was like, what's he saying with this?
No, you know, like when they're at the party and they go, if you have sex, you'll lose. You know, that's what I meant.
Awesome. Alan said, are you excited about Godzilla -1?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be good. I preferred King Kong personally on Skull Island. I love that. But I don't know if this one's because I haven't seen it yet, but obviously. But King Kong Skull Island was fun to me. I loved it. The music, the setting, Kong himself. So I'm looking forward to seeing Godzilla.
It was the first King Kong movie that my better half actually really, really enjoyed. Because she hates the fact, because she always hates the fact, remember him, the fact that he's going to die at the end. Every King Kong before this, like, it's literally going to end with King Kong falling off that thing, or he's going to die somehow.
Yeah.
And he's going to be like tortured throughout it. My better half doesn't like watching Planet of the Apes movies because of that same thing. She doesn't like to see animals getting hurt, like even if it's fake animals. She doesn't like to see it. So seeing King Kong on Skull Island, hey there, ready? Welcome, man.
Hey,
where basically you're getting a movie where it doesn't like hit that trope, and it's fun, it's actiony type thing, and he's the hero.
Yeah.
That was a much better better experience for
Well, here's a story for you. I played the Xbox game of King Kong, and when that happened, I literally cried my eyes out on my dad's bed. And to this day, my dad still goes, "You cried at the King Kong video game," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, it happens.
Yeah.
I always felt bad for him. Oh, there's a blue 4K company called 88 Films for it's a risky name for a company.
I'm missing something, I think. I don't get the
I've never heard of 88 Films before.
He's serious. The guy that probably has the most massive 88 films collection of all.
Maybe.
Are you new to 88? I'm going to guess that's a joke, right? But I'm guessing Keg's not really new to 88 films. Because, considering the stuff that they put out over the years, like the Slasher Classics collection, this Italian collection, their Asian collection.
I always imagine people came from a different country, like where they're like from a village, and they move over. And they go, "What is this 88 films?" Right, and running in the store and be like, "Oh, this is so much fun," And because I always think about that's what I was like when I was a kid. The first time I went into a
do the Bernie dance. My dad actually did that before. He's like, you can do an amazing Bernie dance, not gonna lie.
88 in alphabet, it's code word.
I'm lost. I'm sorry, Keg. I'm lost, man. I'm much more innocent, naive than you are. We'll put it that. I am a babe in the woods. Maybe I would survive a horror film.
Think about what HH stand means. It's code word.
Did you know?
Horny humpers? I don't know.
Helping hands?
Oh!
I don't know. I kind of meant that in there was a restaurant called the Hungry Heart in St. John's. And what was kind of neat about the restaurant is people that come into prison, right? And needed it was hard for them to find work, after being out of jail. So the whole Hungry Heart was it was a charity based, and they had a lot of ex-cons working there to give them a
I don't like where this is going.
No, it went okay. It went great. because they ended up like people like kind of transitioning back. Oh, they do. You're not sure what they do for real? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do an 88 films thing. I'll show you some of their 88 film stuff. You want to see some 88 film stuff, Malcolm?
Go then. Let's see them. Oh, go 88 films. Go 88 films. I'd like a company called 69 Films. Yeah. There was recent years, it was called 88, it was overcooked but had its moments.
Whoa! This is what happens when you stay later. Are we being visited by the ghost of the Queen?
We are.
All right. So I brought some 88 films because I love this thing. I wanted to do an 88 films type thing. This is not my entire collection, but it's going to give you a wide variety of some stuff that they do.
Just so people know, the calendar is my wife's, it's not mine.
Yeah, sure it is. We'll buy that. We buy it. We believe it, man.
I bet.
All right, so I did a Slasher Classics collection. They're all normally in red cases, but I can't find some in red cases, so I had to put some of them blue. Just so you know.
I'm going to quickly go to the toilet. Graduation Day, one of the greatest slashers of all time, in my view.
But not just that. So, like, we get Scream Queens, Horror Heroines exposed. So, if you got to run to the washroom, you can run to the washroom.
I'm going to quickly run away.
And that was the very first one that they did. They put out, you get Graduation Day. It came from Vinegar Syndrome as well, but Vinegar Syndrome didn't have a documentary. They followed that up with Mother's Day, which was the second one. I bought these in London, by the way, when I was visiting there. Again, they always have a ton of features on their releases, and some of them, like the early ones, because Callum Wilder used to work with Arrow Video, and he went to 88 Films. He had like a kind of they had a blowout, so he did like these kind of little mini booklets on the inside, just like 4-page booklets, interviews, usually that would go on there. And the way it's done is some people don't like to see this, right? Like this here on there. It was remade. Actually, it's very different. The remake is very different than this one, though. So you could reverse it and not have this this logo on it. Next up is Don't Go in the Woods. Alone. And again, I had a great restoration of this one as well. I love these black cases. Then I have both the Vinegar Syndrome and the the 80 Films edition, and this is Splatter University. This is the alternate artwork. That's actually Elizabeth Caton. She's not in the movie, by the way. She's just the model for the cover, but I'm a massive Elizabeth Caton fan. So that's the cover that I used for that one right there. They also put out Slaughterhouse, which is a lot of fun. And this was put up by Screen Factory as well. Here's a neat little thing. TerraVision recently put out the Linnea Quigley workout video. But initially, the only way to get that video was, this is Hollywood Chains Hookers. This is number 6 in that selection. Some of these are out of print now. And this one had initially, see, the Linnea Quigley's horror workout as a bonus feature on there. But they didn't just put it on there just as a bonus feature. What they also did was it came with an audio commentary, a Linnea Quigley audio commentary as well. So you didn't just get like Linnea Quigley and Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. You got Linnea Quigley's horror workout and a commentary, not just on the movie, it's on this movie, which, by the way, had 2 audio commentaries, but an audio commentary on the workout bonus as well. The number 7 was Nail Gun Massacre, which is a lot of fun, and I just really enjoyed this film. This is one of those movies. So Astera Continues did a commentary on this. You got both those sound bites. That is nice. I would love to meet Linnea. I never have, actually. And next was Dead of Winter, another film that I was a massive fan of. And one of these I'm going to show you, you can't get anywhere anymore because they had to take it off the shelf. So I think I got that one here. Oh, we got Boogeyman, the Uli Lomo film. I want part 2. That's one I really want. But another kind of fun one. And not my favorite. It's a Jackie Kong film. So if you got any of the Vestron video stuff, she did like Blood Diner. But also, no, it's not Jackie Kong. Sorry, I got that wrong. But this is Blood Sucking Fires in Pittsburgh. Totally made a mistake there. Dead of Winter is really good. It's a remake of a movie from I think the 30s or 40s called Her Name is Julie Ross, which is actually a really good film. And because I'm a massive fan of them, Sleepaway Camp 2, even though I got the Screen Factory, this is like another edition of that. We had Sleepaway Camp 3. And I love this because he went with different covers, right? You can see this is not the normal coverage you see for Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3. We got Nightmares and a Damaged Brain, which I know got a 4K recently. The reason I didn't upgrade it was because I have this edition. And I don't have it here right now. Blood Harvest 2, which I don't have here. And there is Scalps. It's a Fred Olen Ray film. And I used to like this back in the day. Kind of a fun one. It's got a commentary with Fred Olen Ray. And that's like the slasher classics. But they also did other things as well, which we're going to get into. One thing they did do, though, is they put out a Slasher Classics box set. They put out the first 3 Children of the Corn movies on Blu-ray, the trilogy. Before it was put out by Arrow Video, they initially did it. And all 3 are right here. It comes in a cover that looks kind of like a cover of like a Stephen King novel you see like on a spinner rack at an airport or something like that. And it was kind of like a decision that they made at the time. We get like Children of the Corn 1, we get part 2, and Urban Harvest, which is actually kind of a sentimental favorite of mine. But they didn't just do like that. They also worked at stuff like Stuart Gordon's Castle Freak was put out by 88 Films. We got let's see if I got a couple of them here. There's Puppet Master 2 and 3. We're put up by 88 Films. They did a lot of like full moon stuff initially. Some reason I love Sleepaway Camp 1 and 2, but I can't get 3 is I always say when you're watching 3, watch 2 and 3 together. Do have Queen Kong? Actually, I don't have Queen Kong. Classic Plesiotachi film right here. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. Really, really good. Great cast too. If you haven't seen this one, it was done by Rigoberto Deodato. It's got Mark Perel and Ray Lovelock, and they are just 2 of the most corrupt cops you're ever going to see. Because they did like an Italian classics collection the same way they did a slasher classics collection. Here is The Man from Deep River, one of the few cannibal films that I actually really, really dig. What's neat about this, and what 88 Films does a lot with some of the releases, especially the early releases, they had like feature-length documentaries. So Mimi Lay was an actress that was in a few of these films. She's in this one. They got a feature length documentary on Mimi Lay right here on this release. Here is Burial Ground, the insane Andre Bianchi film. Again, another really cool release. And what was neat about this one is it included the grindness version of the film. So from like basically transferred from like a 35 millimeter print. And it was neat to see something like that. Like they're pretty standard when it comes to some of their interior stuff. There's original Puppet Master right there, which I forgot to show. But the other ones, Creepshow 2, they put out that one. I love my Blu-rays. That's the thing. I spend way too much money on Blu-rays. And there's like a ton of stuff in here. There's a whole bunch of like different artwork. Like there's different covers that from the inside. And what I kind of did, because me and my better half are big like into like the cheesy action movie stuff. There's like American Ninja 2, American Ninja 3, and American Ninja 4. So we don't have like the fifth kind of like sort of American Ninja one, but they didn't put that one out. Here is their release of Anaconda. They put out the series of that. It's actually sent to me by my friend George. And it's the 4 Anaconda films. These are Blu-ray. They do some 4K now, but this is before they started doing 4K. These are the original editions. One of my favorites, and this was sent to me by George as well, is the Urban Legend series. You guys know that I'm a massive fan of the Urban Legend stuff. So if you watch the opening of my videos, that was done by Jamie. And this is just some great stuff here, and it's got all 3 films. I actually like the 3rd film. Some people like don't dig on it. I'm not a spider fan, so that scene, the spider scene in part 3, freaks me out. I gotta check something here, man. Part 2 and part 3, which has Kate Mara in it, which is kind of cool. Robert Englund is in the first one. Who's very nice to work with, apparently. And, of course, Brad Dourif. But they did a lot of great stuff. They put out Blood Harvest. They did, apparently there's a rights issue with Blood Harvest that they put out. So so basically a guy that I knew from London ran to the store, joking, bought me Blood Harvest, knowing that was going to be taken off the shelves, and sent it to me.
Sorry about that. It took me a while.
But yes, I went through a bunch of 88 films here. A whole lot of slasher classic stuff, some Italian collection, some box sets, some random stuff, Puppet Master, all that.
Any from the Asian Vault?
None from the Asian Vault. I didn't collect the Asian Vault initially. I was like, okay, I want to get the Asian ones when I go back to. I was going to say when I go back to Asia. I've never been to Asia, unfortunately. I want to go back to London. So who knows? Maybe on my way back from Canada, if I got enough stopover time, I'll get. Like if I end up like I did in Germany, like when I was coming here after my last trip to Canada, I had 8 hours in Germany layover. If I get 8 hours in London layover, I'm sorry, I'm going to a video store.
What you need to do is if you do that, you need to stream it live.
I know I'm streaming it live. That will cost me a fortune.
Stream it live. You stream it live on the Wi-Fi, right? And then you go, hey, look at this. Blah, 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 blah. And you go, look, I'm going to pick this up, this.
I don't have American Harvest. What I do have American Gothic though. That's with Rod Steiger. That's not the same movie, but like it's another aspect. It's American.
I have Blood Harvest, Savage Harvest, Harvest Moon. I have all the harvests, but that one.
And I've got American Gothic. That's the Rod Steiger one I got, but I only got it on like it's a DVD copy of it, and I found it at a Piper's. It was like the store that doesn't normally carry movies, but they had like this random like 2, like lots of films. Any word on a 4K Blackstart? I've heard from a what like no, okay, American Gothic. I actually do. I don't have the Scream Factory edition. I don't think it. Maybe I. Yes, I do. I did upgrade it. Okay, so a while back, I can't say who, but there's a company that was trying to work on getting at least a Blu-ray edition of Nightmare on Elm Street box set, like a really good one. That didn't work out, and for whatever reason, I think it was just the company wanted to do their own thing, the ones that own the rights. But so we've never gotten a really good release for Nightmare. I would love to see. If you mean the Kindred, the TV series, I actually do. It's at the farm.
I have the Kindred Blu-ray still bought from Synapse.
Oh, you mean okay, the movie? Okay, no, I had remember the vampire TV series, the Kindred. I had
Yeah.
a Wolf Lake. I don't have, but I don't think no, I don't have Wolf Lake. That's one that I definitely.
I can tell you was doing the Nightmare on Elm Street films, and that's why they didn't do it. Olive Films, because they went under.
Olive would never have gotten the rights to Nightmare on Elm Street. No, there's a company that was wanting to work on it and they couldn't. Well, I think as far from what I'd heard, like even features were starting to be done.
Wow.
But it didn't work. Didn't go through. That's just because I knew, and you know. But
I really like the Friday the 13th still tin edition when it was released in America, and before Shout Factory released it.
Yeah. I want to see a good Nightmare on Elm Street set. I don't have the Dark Harvest Escape the Intervision Severn one. I would say if you like Rod Steiger stuff, Keg, then I would recommend No Way to Treat a Lady, which is a really good Rod Steiger film.
That's a brilliant one.
Yeah. My most wanted TV box set on 4K. I'm ready. Blow my mind, monkey. Blow my mind.
I feel like Ken Lobo is slowly releasing really good classic shows on Blu-ray. Do you know what I mean?
I want to see. I want more. What do you want next? What's your most wanted TV show?
Stingray.
Nice. I actually spoke to Nick.
And what's the other one?
Golden Girls. My better half has Golden Girls, but on DVD. Like that's her favorite one of her favorite shows of all time.
The other one, the Ninja one. The one with is it called Black Dragons? Let me look it up.
You remember that, like
Raven? That's it, Raven. You remember that show?
Barely.
But the martial arts one.
That's like there was a show that came on. Remember when they used to do the Action Pack? Or you don't have to remember the Action Pack? Like it was Hercules and Smokey and the Bandit. Like Smokey, it was and like the Bandit. I think it was a bunch of them, right? So there's one. We had these two brothers, and one was like good and one was bad, and they're martial artists. And one gets killed, or you think he's dead for a bit, and the other brother's kind of facing off against because his brother was into some bad stuff, and there was like different. I can't remember the name of the series, but it's like a series of movies that was on during the Action Pack time. The Action Pack guys were like when UPN used to have this whole the Hercules series.
I'm trying to think.
But
sounds familiar.
It was like I'm not sure if it was Sons of the Dragon. It was just it was a fun little show. Like it didn't last for very long. There's a whole bunch of them didn't last for like a long time during that time period. Because I remember like afterwards, they tried to kind of replicate the success of it. What CBS did, because CBS had lost like a block of late night programming. So what they did was they did CBS crime time after prime time, and so they took the lowest budget shows they could find, and not like and just random ones. So Team Knight Rider, that was one of them. There was Highlander the Raven, like the Spanish series.
Bionic Woman, the 2007 one.
Oh, it's Michelle Ryan, you mean?
Yeah.
That lasted too
I
short.
liked Highlander the Raven, but it was very goofy.
I mean, the thing is, like, they tried so hard in that last season of Highlander to find a character to spin off. If you watch Highlander the series, the last season, there's so many like backdoor. Yeah, it has almost as many backdoor pilots as Murder She Wrote had. And that season, that Murder She Wrote had a bunch of backdoor pilots. But she was one that made it. So, but initially I didn't know because she had her hair cut off really short, and I'm like, is that the same girl?
Yeah.
Because she's got
Which
a
is
pair of
easy to do.
Did I see it? No, not Manimal, but I love Manimal. I have Manimal actually. I have it over there. It's Simon Corkindale. I'm a massive fan of that. And I'm going to have to cut this short soon, guys, because my better half is actually coming out. Golden Girls in 4K. I love the fact that like Hell came out as Ho, like Ho Golden Girls. That'll be a very different Golden Girls.
I don't think Golden Girls could be on 4K because the way it was filmed.
I was, yeah, it'd be hard. You could Blu-ray it though. You could Blu-ray for Golden Girls for sure.
You could Blu-ray it to the best you could, but it kind of be like, I think it'd be like a shot and video kind of thing.
That's the thing. When you're doing something like that, it's always got to be like, always got to look into where the elements are and how how the restoration can be done. But with that being said, guys, I want to thank you for joining us in the after party. My better half is almost home. She says, "Sir, second day at a new job."
Hey, and he needs to be there to sort out the dinner and give her hugs.
I got to get there, and I got to be like, honey, I'm here. Do you need me to take your slippers? Do all that type of stuff. But with that being said, thank you guys for coming in. If you came in for both shows, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And we're going to try and be here for the ratings announcements tomorrow. Fingers crossed.
Yes, definitely.
So we'll see you.
I don't know what time those are though.
Oh, hopefully we'll try to be here for when it's announced. If not, we'll be here to cover it afterwards anyway.
Sure. Okay.
I am Aaron. This is Malcolm. My dinner, I just realized, is melting. And it's going to be super, it's going to be super easy to cook. Tell you that much right now. I'll see you next time. Right here.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.